rails now, all 6 of them out. Little V, that's the front of the car, numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as in true Jaguar fashion, numbered from the back to the front. They are different, so do be aware of that. You can't just mix and match them up, otherwise you would have issues. Don't know why. Well, I guess the roof narrows and the bends here at the ends, so don't forget that. I might try and give them a bit of a clean up, but I don't want to go crazy. They weren't ever coated in anything, and really it's not like they've rusted away or corroded away. They're just dirty. I'll see. I might do a little brush up on them, but that will be about it. Next, I'm going to clean this table off, because this is where I'm going to put the headlining and feed in the new rods. Let's try that again, shall we? Feed the rods into the new headlining. But first I want to clean this table because it's dirty. Before I move on to unwrapping this, just to say, on the ends there were burrs, so I'll clean them all off so that it makes it easier to slide these in. Now let's have a look in here, shall we? See what we got. Oh, sealed. Let me get some scissors. This is exciting and nerve-wracking. Some extra bits here. I wonder what that's for. Okay, now looking at this and the original, it would appear that this is the rear pieces. Nicely done there. Okay, now all I got to do is put it in and figure out what this piece is for. Then I might need to get it like a steamer, because this has got creases in it now. Don't know, do I? However, let me just get this laid out. That's the rear. You may wish to fast forward here. It's a real pain getting these rods to go in. Even though I'd filed the ends, it was just a bit of a struggle. So do be aware. I appreciate this is pretty boring to watch, but I'm not fast forwarding it in case you're interested. If you're not, then obviously you can certainly fast forward through this bit. Right, I'm now trying to put these in. Boy, this is not easy. Bit of a struggle. We'll get there. Just have to keep feeding and feeding and feeding. And it looks like I'm going to have to chop some off too. Yeah. Now that's going to be interesting. You see, when I get to the end and I've got to trim this off, then what stops it from fraying? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe put some glue on it or something. It's already disappeared at this end. So there you go, that's the easy job. Wow, this is going to be fun. Now I've done headlining before on an XJS. That was a pain because that's on a biscuit. Getting that thing in and out of the car was not fun. This one should be easy to get in or out. Yeah, sorry, that's pretty boring for you to watch, isn't it, this? All right, I'm not going to continue to let you watch me struggle with this lot. I will get the rest of these rods in and then we'll put it in the car. Yeah, we'll just put it in the car, easy. Okay, here is the headlining now with all of the rods in. That's fun getting those in, I can tell you that. I did try putting a piece of tape on the end so it would slide through easier, but that didn't work. Obviously what you want to do is make the seam on the underside of the curve. I don't know if that will matter too much when I'm actually putting it in. We will see. And if you're an upholsterer out there and you're cringing, I do apologise, but hey, this is the first time I've done one of these, so it's a learning curve. Oh, I discovered what this piece is for. I engaged my brain cell. It goes along. Goes along here. So that's just a piece that has to be glued in and tucked over so that when you put the shelf in, you've got a piece of material here. Okay, I suppose the next thing to do is to, I think I've got to trim these off, but I'm nervous about that. Why, you may ask? Well, because if I trim too much. Although I have the feeling that the company, BAS, where I bought this, have been generous with the amount of material and the piping, whatever you want to call it. And they expect you to trim it. But I don't know how to trim it or how much to trim it. So I think what I will try and do, I don't know if this is going to work, is kind of scrunch it in the middle so that I've got metal sticking out of both ends and then pull it evenly each direction. But of course I do have the fun of putting in those little clips, and I don't know whether to put them into the car first or into the rods first. I guess I'll find out when I do it, but I do have to empty out the car because there's lots of stuff in here at the moment and it'll all be in my way, and I don't want that, do I? It's amazing how much crap you end up storing. I've got welding blankets there. Guess I'll sell those. Yeah. All right, let me get this tidied in here. And then we'll have a go at tucking in the headlining. Simple, just put it in. Oh my God. The task is not yet complete. I've scrunched it up and put tape on it to try and stop it from coming off the edge again. That way I'm hoping that it will help me get it onto the hooks that I've got to put into the car. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try putting the hooks in the car first and then putting the hooks into these rods. I don't know if it's going to work, but hey, got to find out. One thing I would recommend that I haven't done, and that is to paint those rods, rails, whatever you want to call them, before. Sand them nicely and then paint them. That way they will slide through easier. And it is very important to get that burr off, as I mentioned earlier. That's a real pain in the ass, that burr. It just catches all the time. And I think had I painted these, and that doesn't mean I won't do it yet. It depends on how difficult it is once I get it in the car to move the material. If it binds too much, then I'm going to have to take it all out, sand the rods down and paint them, which is fine if I have to do that. I hope I don't. They weren't originally painted, as I mentioned, but originally they were nice new metal. So there you go. All right, I've still got two more to do. Then I can attempt to fit it in the car. Okay, here they are, all now taped up. Only concern I have at the moment is, yes, I've scrunched them this way, but that may also shorten the distance between the two bars, and therefore I may have to put one bar on, loosen it, mark it up, whatever I need to do, then do the next one, and so on. I don't know, we'll have to see. Also, I have ironed this piece with my steam iron, looking rather nice now, so that's ready to go in. I got to wait for the glue to arrive. Oh, and one of my subscribers, he recommended something called Lock Weld. So I've ordered a quart, and if it doesn't work and it's no good, then I'm going to confiscate all his Jaguars. That's all there is to it. And I'm afraid it's the price you pay for recommending something on my channel, and I don't like it. Anyway, this particular guy, he lives in Yuma, which is just down the road from me by, I don't know, 70 miles, 100 miles, I'm not really sure. However, it's still Arizona, it's still fucking hot, and he's used it on his XJS with great success. So I've ordered a quart. I could have bought a gallon, but I thought that would be a little excessive. I don't think I'm going to need a gallon to do this car, even with all the other stuff that I have to do. If I need more than a quart, I'll get another quart, but a gallon is just a little too much. Okay, this is the end of this video. You are going to have to come back tomorrow to see if I manage to fit this and how I fit it. That's going to be very awkward to film, but I promise you I will try. But first, as I mentioned earlier, I need to clean out the inside of the car. And of course, you know, old age being the bitch that it is, I've got a gammy knee at the moment. So crawling about in there is not going to be fun, but we will do it. And I'll let you know whether or not it's clips in the rods first or clips in the car first. I'm thinking it's going to be clips in the rods first, purely because of the length that the clip goes into the rod. I think it's going to be almost impossible to try and do that with it attached to the car. We'll see. All right, now get out in the garage, go do some shit. I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, don't care. Helps me algorithms, and that puts money in my pocket. Not a lot, but a few extra bucks here and there, always helpful. Thanks, guys. Get out of the garage, go do your shit.